Hello, beautiful butterflies. Welcome to Mariposa Wisdom. I'm Jennifer Love. I'm an angel intuitive and life coach. If you want to learn more about me, you can visit jenniferlove.me. Today's pick a card reading is your summer love forecast. So we're going to talk about what's coming up the next 3 months, June, July, and August. And I'll try to break it down and put it all together. This is just the current love energy for whenever you find this video. If you happen to watch it much later than you're meant to watch it, it's supposed to predict your next 3 months. So whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. Intuitive readings are for guidance and support, and they're not meant to tell you how to live your life. Everyone has free will choices, and this is one possible scenario for your situation, but you can change it with your actions at any time. I hope my readings empower people to create change and not to worry or fear the future. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with you at this time. It could be someone else's story. Keep coming back to my channel so I could pick up on your energy and tell your story next time, or I have many other pick a card readings available on my channel. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you. If you're new to me, you're most welcome here. Each pile here will have a timestamp in the description below. So let's see what the choices are for you. This is the blue dice, and it has different astrological signs on it. Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, Aquarius. So yeah, it's just this little blue dice. And then the second pile is a purple dice with the planets. So it has, all the different symbols for each planet, moon, sun, Uranus, whatever. And then the third choice is a green dice, and it has numbers all over it. So I might use these in the reading, I might not, but these are just your choices of piles. Pile number 1 is blue. Pile number 2 is purple. Pile number 3 is green. Okay, so take a moment and meditate on that, or you could pause the video, but I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Number 1, you picked the beautiful blue dice with all the astrological signs on it. So let's check out your summer love forecast. So the overall energy is divine guidance. So I definitely expect your love life to be guided by the divine. Oh, this is a good start. Soulmates. So, a lot of people have a lot of different ideas about soulmates, but, my understanding is that we all have multiple soulmates. There's not just one soulmate. So when people talk about finding the one, that's a little bit misleading, because you're trying to find the one that's perfect for you right now in this moment. And when you're 20, it could be different from when you're 60. Soulmates are also in our lives to provide lessons and growth. So just because you're with your soulmate, it doesn't mean your relationship is going to be super easy or natural. It's really meant to challenge you and help you grow as a person. So people often get confused about, well, this is my soulmate. I thought it was supposed to be perfect and easy now, and it's not always like that. So this soulmate is definitely worth waiting for, and the angels are telling you that divine timing's at work here. So it is hard to be patient. That's usually a card that's like, oh, really? Like, worth waiting for? I'm gonna have to wait. But we'll see what's coming up to kind of get a sense of the timing. Love yourself first. That's always, the first step to being in a relationship is loving yourself first. And the reason that is because, when you come into a relationship as a whole person, that you don't necessarily need someone in your life, but you want someone in your life. So it's that neediness that kind of repels people, actually. So it's better to, you're perfectly fine and happy on your own. You have your own happiness. You have your own financial resources, you have your own career, you have your own life purpose, you have your own hobbies, you have your own friends, you have your own family or chosen family, and having a partner would just make that all of that nicer, but it's not necessary. So that's how you should really feel about loving yourself. Your life is totally awesome. It just would be nice to share with someone. Let go of control issues. Okay, so this is starting to make more sense to me. I feel like you guys in pile number 1 that chose pile number 1 have been very impatient to find your soulmate. And the divine has been trying to guide you, but you're either not listening or not believing that guidance. And the angels are trying to say that you need to allow this person to come into your life naturally. It's not something you have to necessarily run out and find. But, you know, on the other hand, I do like to tell people that you're not going to find love sitting around on your couch watching Netflix. I mean, you have to actually go out and be in the world. You have to you know, expand your circle, or otherwise, you know, just the people that are, you know, already, that's who you're going to keep seeing over and over, and you're never going to meet somebody new if you don't kind of expand your circle of friends, or expand the people that you just come into random contact with, because that's a little bit controlling as well, to be honest. To say, you know, oh, my soulmate will just come to me. You know, I don't have to actually do anything. That's kind of very Rapunzel-ish, Princess in the Tower. Like, you're just waiting for someone to come rescue you. That's not realistic, and it's not healthy. So try to let go of some of the control around that. So we have the Fool. We have the Emperor, nice. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm kind of getting that. And these cards, the tarot, I'm kind of reading as June, July, August. That's kind of what I was telling or asking the divine when I was pulling the cards, to get like a certain a progress of, you know, left to right, but also like individual months and what that means for you. So I feel like in the past you have kind of thrown yourself into love situations that ultimately were not fulfilling or did not work out, because you just have this energy of like being so impatient that, you know, the first person that comes along who's like halfway decent, you're like, oh, thank God, like now I have someone I can be with, I can partner with. And you might be falling in love with the idea of having a partner versus the actual person that's in front of you. So make sure you're not jumping in too quickly. Make sure you take the time to get to know the person, because I feel like in the past you have kind of jumped into it without really knowing the person, and then you find out all of these things like, oh my God, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want a person who does this or has this or is a smoker or doesn't smoke or whatever. That's not what I wanted. But you're already like entrenched in feelings with the person because you didn't like take it slowly. So this is, you know, another reminder to be patient and take it slow. Now, this is a little bit exciting for the feminine that the divine masculine is here. So definitely, when you put yourself first and you make yourself a priority and you honor yourself enough, your match or your mate will come in. And so I'm kind of feeling like in July, you are going to meet someone with the Emperor energy. And if you're masculine energy, this could be like seriously you coming into your power. But for the feminine watching, I feel like a masculine energy is coming in. And please take this, how it resonates. If you're in a same-sex relationship, sometimes one party's masculine, one party's feminine, or you're not. So it doesn't really, but I just feel like this is more about loving yourself first, coming into your power. And if you are a feminine watching, the divine masculine will be coming in July. So the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a kind of an overwhelming type energy. There's like too many things going on at once, and it's pretty stressful. And so your natural tendency when life feels like out of control is to put pressure on your partner, to be like, I need to lean on you, or I need you to do this for me, or why are you acting like that? It's very possessive, and that's just kind of what I'm feeling, is like this very aggressive, possessive type of energy that I really would like you to kind of take a step back from that and really understand that your life stresses, they do have an impact on your relationship, but they shouldn't. It's really about, you need to like take your relationship out of the, stressful equation of the rest of your life. And, it's not crazy to put your relationship on the back burner if other things in life are too overwhelming for you at the moment. Just try not to control the other person or get too attached to the other person or have a lot of expectations about their behavior or where it's going. I mean, and right now, we are in the Venus retrograde, but this is like August time frame, so I'm not sure if that will have as much of an impact then. And I think Mercury retrograde should be over by then too. Yeah, Mercury retrograde's over in July. So this is really just about feeling like overwhelmed with all this other stuff going on in your life, and it kind of spills over into your relationship. So the advice is like, try to let go of the control and don't, put pressure on your partner. So we've got notice the signs, better perspective, temptation, and romance is yours. That's awesome. So, I kind of feel like, with the notice the signs, you have been getting divine guidance about things you should do, places you should go, what to wear, how to behave. I think you have been getting guidance from your angels, your guardian angel, and others, but you haven't been noticing the signs that are all around you. So try to pay careful attention to, like, if you hear a name being repeated over and over and over, like Jennifer, and then the next person you meet is Jennifer, and then you're looking on Facebook and the first post is Jennifer, and if you keep hearing like the same name over and over, that could have significance to you. Either Jennifer might introduce you to your soulmate, or Jennifer is your soulmate. So it's kind of signs like that. If you find coins on the ground, if you find feathers, if you see repeating numbers on the clock, just kind of pay attention to those synchronicities happening in your life, and think about either what you were thinking at that moment or what you're doing at that moment is kind of saying you're on the right path. If you've been getting those signs, your angels are trying to tell you you are on the right path, and this will be happening for you when you love yourself first, because loving yourself first is going to give you a better perspective on love and relationships, basically, because no one is going to honor you if you don't honor yourself. And it will be tempting to try to control the situation. I'm getting that very strongly, that when you try to control it, it's going to go sideways. So really try to take your hands off the wheel and let the divine guide you. Don't get too emotional. Don't get too controlling, because when you do these things, romance is yours. Romance will be coming for you. So now I kind of wanted to go into a little bit more specifics about where you might meet this person. So I've got protection, bills, debt, and volunteer. So if you have been wanting to, see a spiritual healer or a psychic or an angel intuitive about getting, like an energy cleanse, or if you've been wanting to go to a store that sells the type of candles you like to burn, or the different spiritual products that you need to do a bath cleansing or a sea salt bath, I would be guided to go to those stores or spiritual healers or places that make you feel protected, because that's kind of where you're going to meet your person, or this is one step towards meeting your person. Now, the bills and the debt, I kind of feel it's more tied into this overwhelming Two of Pentacles feeling that's happening in August. And I feel like your financial situation might be putting a lot of stress on your emotions, on your time, on your energy. So try to, plan ahead now and not overspend so you have a ton of bills and a ton of debt. Or if you do have a lot of debt, try to create a plan for how you're going to conquer it. And then once you have a plan about how you're going to repay your debt, it really does make you feel more grounded, and you can see the end is here. If the end is not near, it's at least at this point you figured it out. So it will make you feel better. It'll just make you have more confidence in your financial future to take care of this stuff now. You could also meet your person volunteering or doing humanitarian work, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in person. It could be online. You meet someone that you just click with when you start volunteering in a certain group, or you actually go to the protest and you actually meet somebody who just super cool and has the same beliefs that you do. So I really encourage you to expand your circle and try to get out there. When we do feel kind of depressed or bad about ourselves, the most useful thing you can do, besides writing in a gratitude journal and taking just write down 10 things that you're grateful for right now in this moment, that really helps depression and kind of that stuck feeling, but also serving other people. So when I lost my job, I was applying for jobs and stuff, and I realized that I did have additional time. So I went and volunteered to distribute food to people who were in need, kind of like a community food pantry. And so we would, stack things and put bags together and then hand them out to people. And doing that act of service really helped me feel better about myself, more grateful for the things that I have, and also just, something to occupy my time in a productive way, so that I wasn't always stressing about, oh, why don't I have a job? Why don't I have a job? So it just kind of helped me step out of the neediness and lack and step into a place of service, which I think is really helpful when you're feeling kind of stressed or depressed. So your person may have broad shoulders. These are just cards that I made, and or an athletic build. So, and this, could definitely apply to women or men. Sometimes, having an athletic build is super sexy on a woman and a man. So, I'm not saying this person has to have these attributes. It's just, it could happen. It could come up. So what does this person want to say to you? Right now they're in a dark place. Oh, you can't see that. Ugh, sorry. That one's not good. It's black. It says, I'm in a dark place. I'm healing family issues. I am good enough. This karmic situation is busting my ass. And let's run away together. So I feel like your person is kind of in a dark place right now. They're not the happiest. And, you know, I have to say, the energy on our planet right now kind of blows. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone's in a dark place. But your person is also struggling with their self-worth. And you might be too. I kind of feel like you might be questioning, am I good enough? Am I lovable? Will I ever find someone to love me? And that kind of stuff. So that's why, you know, you're going through this process of healing family issues. Your person is going through this process of healing family issues because they can feel like they want to be in a relationship, they want to be good enough, and they know that stems from their childhood fears, childhood lack, things that they didn't get growing up that they're now searching for in a adult partnership. Your person could be in another relationship right now. That's a karmic relationship. So, and it's not going well. So this isn't like a happily married couple all of a sudden breaks up. This is a couple in relationship who's having a lot of issues. And so I think that could also be a reason why you might have to be waiting, because this person is trying to extricate themselves out of this other situation so they could come to you totally unencumbered. They want to run away together. That's totally cute, but yeah, I mean, that's just kind of a feeling. I feel it's not like literally let's go to, you know, be off the grid, live off the grid or something. I just feel like it's more of a passionate kind of feeling, like, you know, they're really excited when they meet you. So this person might be very animated, very energetic, very passionate about life in general, and then the passion will definitely be between the two of you as well. I love you. That's nice. So that's another message from your person. And everything I do for our future. So this person is like I really feel like this person is in a state of preparation right now. So we're in June, you know, just try not to get involved with anyone too quickly, because I feel like this person is like preparing to, you know, get in a place where they can be with you. So they're trying to do things to plan out their future that is going to, you know, be long-term, be serious. You know, they want to have like a serious, loving relationship with you. And I feel like they do need to get out of this karmic situation and deal with, you know, their childhood issues in order to be prepared to come into this loving soulmate type of reunion. So definitely like try to be patient, this pile. Let's get some advice. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. That is a perfect message. That's just what I was saying. In June, you know, kind of take a step back, spend some time alone. Try not to focus on other people, you know, try to really love up on yourself so that when you're ready, you know, for this person to come into your life, you're completely filled up and you're not in a place of lack or need. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So this is, you know, it could be that you have an ex that you're still trying to get over, or it could just be this, you know, control issues thing that I was talking about. You can't hold on to everything so tightly. Believe me, I try to do it. I know the feeling. Try not to hold on to things so tightly. When you do let go and let the divine, you know, guide you, it really does work out better in the long run. Okay, visualize, affirm, and manifest. So this is calling for you to try to visualize the kind of relationship that you want. Try to, if you have a vision board, you can like put the attributes of the person that you want to meet on there. I wouldn't recommend like pictures of people's faces or something, because that's kind of a weird narrowing of your manifestation. You're like, I want someone who looks exactly like this. It's kind of like you're putting an order into the universe, and it's so specific that they might be able to, it just might not happen that way. So it's more important to talk about the kind of qualities that you want in a person, or the kind of relationship that you want. Like I want, if you let's say you love going to baseball games. I want a person who's going to sit there with me at every baseball game because this is my favorite team and I never miss a game, So, put your order in, like you want to be specific, but I just feel like in terms of timing, in terms of physical appearance, those kinds of things, that's not going to really, be as helpful as if you talk about, I want someone who's kind, I want someone who's generous, I want someone who likes pets the same what I do, whatever. So try to just be, try to visualize and just really like take a moment, meditate, get in your head to really visualize this relationship that is coming into your life, and you will manifest it. Oh wow, more of the same. Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So this is more about surrender. This is more about waiting. This is more about letting go of control and letting the divine guide you. So this is perfect. So surrender to the non-action. Sometimes there isn't anything we need to do right now. I'm not telling you go out and get a makeover, go out and start your Tinder account. Like, no, this is the time to let go, breathe, and focus on yourself, because that is what's going to bring this person into your life. Relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. To me, this feels like almost like the X energy again, that you need to, you might need to clear someone from your space if you have, jumped in too quickly in the past. Or, it could be that you are affirming that you're now attracted to people who serve your highest good, and not people who are abusive or users or codependent, or don't want to commit to you, or don't pay attention to you. Like, it might be you need to get really specific about what you want and call in the person that wants to have a healthy relationship with you, instead of any of those other relationships you've had in the past where it feels imbalanced or it feels wrong. So yeah, focus on what you want, affirm what you want. Oh, and the last one is I love you. These are very important words. This is very important to your person, saying I love you. So yeah, when I'm talking about like July and August, when your person says I love you, they absolutely mean it. It is not just something to say to get you into bed, or it's not just something to say because they're immature and don't know what love is. I really feel like your person knows exactly what love is, and they love you. So that was fun. I like that, how it kind of all came together, because sometimes it really doesn't, and it's strange, but that was pretty good. I hope you're pleased with that and it makes sense to you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful to help people find love and relationship guidance. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to comment below on any future questions for pick a card readings, or to tell me how any of this fits your current situation. Leaving a comment also helps me pick up on your energy for the next reading. If you enjoy card of the day readings, you can check out my Instagram and Facebook pages, and from time to time I do free readings on Facebook Live. I'm also going to be doing readings on YouTube, so that's cool to look forward to. I really love to do readings for you. If you'd like a personal reading, you can always visit jenniferlove.me. All of my services are listed with the descriptions and the pricing and my calendar. You can book an appointment online. Know that you always have a choice between fear and love, and choose love. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. You picked the purple with the planets. So let's see your summer love forecast. Okay, so the overall theme is healing. So that's going to be kind of overall for June, July, August. This is kind of what you'll be doing. You'll be healing. Oh, forgiveness. So there's definitely something that you need to forgive. You need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive someone else. You need to forgive your exes. You need to forgive your parents for raising you a certain way or treating you a certain way or not giving you what you needed. And I'm really feeling you need to forgive yourself. You feel like you've made some mistakes in your love life, and you're carrying it in. You're carrying it forward to your future relationships. So you really need to work on forgiveness. And there's a really good book by Kyle Gray called Wings of Forgiveness. If you've tried to forgive on your own and you really have a hard time, or you need to understand more about what that means and working with the angels to help you forgive, it's a really good book I recommend. So give your relationship a chance. Calling in your soulmate. All right, true love. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so yeah, there's some healing that needs to happen. And if you're currently with someone, this is a sign to work on your partnership, especially in the month of June. We are still in Venus retrograde, so it does tend to bring couples issues to the surface. And if you have broken up or you experience a breakup at this time, please don't give up on it just yet. That doesn't mean like harass the person and like get in their face every 5 minutes, but it does mean like you can take a pause and step back. It's just don't give it up completely, because it might come back around after June the 25th. So because this is a timed kind of reading, I'm kind of reading, and I kind of asked, when I was drawing the cards, to have June, July, August in kind of like a 3-month spread like this. So I would love to say that you will have love by August because you're going to meet someone at the very least in August that will be a love relationship for you. Let's see what else we have. 6 of Pentacles, Strength, and 10 of Cups. Okay, you can't make this shit up, people. True love, 10 of Cups, like, hello. This is the in tarot, 10 of Cups. 10 is like the ultimate, because the suits, there's 4 suits in the tarot. Every suit goes from 1 to 10, and then it starts with the court cards. Page, Knight, Queen, King. And the 10 is really like the completion. It's the ultimate. It's the highest. So Cups is the emotions, suit. It's about water signs. So it could be that you are dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but not necessarily. It's just about the 10 of Cups is that loving, committed relationship that everybody wants. The Ten of Cups is, true love. The Ten of Cups is commitment. The Ten of Cups is total contentment and happiness with this partner. So this is what usually my clients want. This is what everybody wants. The Ten of Cups. So that's like the committed couple who adore each other. Now, to get there, I kind of feel like the relationship that you're in, you may not have felt that you were giving and receiving in equal measure. And that could be giving and receiving time, giving and receiving attention, giving and receiving love. So I feel like you will be moving towards more an equal give and take, which is balanced and healthy. You have to give it a chance, though. You're going to have to work on some stuff. You're going to have to heal some stuff. You might have to forgive your person if they screwed up. And the Strength card, it's not just about, why is this so dark? Okay, is my light over here? All right. So the Strength card, there's like a lion, and he's like kind of almost like chilling. Like he's not aggressively going after something. He's not attacking anyone. He's not even walking. He's just laying there. So the Strength card is about restraint. The Strength card is about having the inner strength and knowledge of your emotions to have compassion for someone else. Compassion when they did screw up. Compassion when they aren't giving as much as they should in the relationship. But that's something you need to talk about. It's not something you break up over, I'm so irritated with people that give up on relationships too quickly. And then of course there's the other extreme that people like just stay in horrible relationships forever. But, if it's new, like within the first 3 months, 6 months, a year, they're going to have kinks. You have to work out. You're not going to always know the right thing to say and the right thing to do that's going to hit that person in the perfect way. And that's what relationships are about. It's really about learning and growing and knowing more about yourself and becoming a better person, developing into a better person. So I feel like you might have to work on your relationship. You might have to come from a place of forgiveness, and it does require a lot of compassion to kind of see things from your partner's perspective. Well, my feelings were this and I saw it this way, but perhaps how did it feel from your partner's perspective? How did it feel for them to experience that, and how did they, talk about it? How do they feel about it? Do you even know, or did you just have a fight because you didn't agree? So this is about working on this relationship and healing it, and it's going to take some effort. It's going to take some strength. It's going to take some restraint. So this is something you're gonna have to work on. I mean, it's not going to be super, but you're gonna have relationship improvements. There you go. So if there is someone that you're currently with, that your relationship is struggling, or someone you've recently broken up with, I do feel like this relationship has a chance to be revived. So if you, but you have to work on it. So it's not going to just happen, and it's not just going to be this person is going to come back and beg for your forgiveness. I really don't think that's going to happen. It's going to require work on both your parts in equal measure. Harvest, more to be revealed, and winter solstice. So this is a summer reading. I'm talking about June, July, and August. The harvest time is generally in the fall, so that's not summer. And obviously the winter solstice happens December 20th to December 21st in the winter time. So I really feel like these are going to be key time periods in this relationship. So it might be that, you actually fall in love in August, but then it deepens into, something more in October, November. because September, October, November, because the harvest time is, it's, what do people call that? Coupling, or I'm not even thinking right. Where you're like, people are like cuffing. Oh God, I couldn't think of it. Cuffing season, but that's more like when the weather gets colder, I kind of feel like. And then all the holidays, like you want to have someone to bring home for Thanksgiving and Christmas and go to all the parties and blah, blah, blah. Who knows what's going to be like this year, right? Like, who even knows? But I feel like there might be a deepening of your commitment around the fall. You're falling in love in the summer, and then you're deepening the commitment in the fall. It could be like moving in together, getting engaged, getting married, more seriousness. And then obviously around the winter solstice, if you're not at that level, then you're deepening to the next level, right? But it all hinges on these relationship improvements that you're making right now in June. So please don't give up on your person. Try to come from a place of forgiveness and compassion. Try to see things from their perspective, and maybe they were just wrong. Okay, like I'm not doubting that some people just get it wrong. But communicate that. Like, you have to say why was, from your perspective, it was wrong. And I'm actually working myself on trying to not be so judgmental, because especially with all the things going on in the world right now, it's easy to come from a place of this is right and this is wrong. And for me, I don't know if it's a Scorpio thing or if it's just my personality, that everything is very black and white to me. This is right, this is wrong. This is good, this is bad. So it's hard to be in a gray area for me. Like, I want it to be very defined. I want it to be, here's right the thing to do and here's the wrong thing to do. But life isn't always like that. And especially when you're judging someone, I'm really talking about, the concept of racism, because it's been such a huge topic in the United States where I am. And globally, I have seen a lot of people taking a stand with the United States and having compassion. It's just so beautiful to see that. People all around the world feeling the injustice that's happened. And being judgmental is about, saying, I'm right and you're wrong. And so I'm sure you've also experienced this on social media with your family and friends, that certain people have certain views about things that you don't agree with. And you just think, in my heart, that's not right. But you don't know how that person was raised. You don't know what their life experiences have been. You have not walked in their shoes. So please try not to judge, and instead, share your point of view, share your experience, share your knowledge. And that goes a long way with saying to someone whose opinion you disagree with, I understand that's your perspective, and let me share mine. Because it really does change people's minds sometimes when you have evidence of your own in your own life that, skin color really doesn't make a difference. And other people have very, very different experiences that, where they grew up, skin color was everything, and it was very divided, and it was economically different. And so especially, the older generation, they have different views than, the next generation following them. I mean, I want to say my generation, Generation X, still has a lot of inequality, a lot of prejudice. So, but I want to say, like, the kids that are in school now, they are learning tolerance. They are learning just totally different lessons than I did growing up. So I think that's super valuable, and I really do feel like we're raising a generation that will see the end to this, but it's going to take forever. It's going to take generations to undo what we've done. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off. This is a love reading here. This is a love reading. Yes, but I'm just trying to say, have compassion. Try not to be judgmental. Try to come from a place of forgiveness, because that's going to be important to your love life. I wanted to talk about how you might meet this person. So I've got house hunting, adventure, single woman, and moving. Okay. So, wow, if you're like a single lady buying a house and moving, you might meet a man that way, or another woman. If you're looking for a woman, you might meet a woman when you're house hunting or moving. And then it also could be some type of adventure that you seek for yourself. Like, this actually has a person ziplining, which, that's pretty adventurous. But anything like physical and outdoorsy like that, kayak riding, or like going for a hike, or if you go camping, or whatever you do outdoors, you can meet someone in that way. I also feel like a woman might introduce you to your person. So if you do, have a friend who wants you to meet someone, I would take the chance and try to meet them, because that could be the heads up that you are looking for. And then, not everyone is going to be house hunting or moving. So obviously that's a message for, a certain percentage of people watching. But yeah, definitely, hey, if you have, these friends who end up helping you move, one of them could be romantically interested in you. Or if you hire movers, like, hey, maybe one of the movers is attractive to you or something. Or if you're house hunting, it could be, the realtor or the mortgage broker, or the guy at Home Depot that's helping you fix something. Whatever, I'm always coming from a female perspective, obviously, but it definitely goes for either sex. But yeah, so those are some of the ways that you could meet this person if you haven't already. So there's definitely two kind of, things going on here. There's going to be like the people in June who have a relationship, or they broke up and they're trying to make it work. And then there's people who are, I'm not even in a relationship right now, so that doesn't apply. So it could be like you're going to meet this person, but you're going to have compassion and forgiveness in order to get to this place of true love. And you're also going to have to heal some of the stuff that you need to heal in order to be ready for this person. This person could have dimples, and this person could have light hair. So obviously it's not for everybody, but hey, if you happen to meet someone, you're like, oh, he does have dimples. Maybe I should take a close look. That's what I'm trying to do. So some of the messages are: let's flirt. My heart is broken. You mean the world to me. Let's enjoy some time together. You're so beautiful. So I really feel that my heart is broken and you mean the world to me is about these people that are in the current relationship, and their heart's broken. They want to get back together, but they really don't know how to get over the issues that you guys need to work on. So you're gonna have to figure that out. The other people that are gonna be flirting and enjoying new time together, and this person is just going to think you're like super gorgeous and beautiful if you're a woman, or like very handsome and desirable if you're looking at a male. So I feel like it's important to know that you do mean the world to your partner, even if you're broke up, even if you feel heartbroken. Don't give up on it, because your partner does still have feelings for you, except now is not the right time. Now is not the right time. And then your smile makes me melt. So there's something about now is not the right time. And I kind of feel it. I hate to keep going back to it, but I really feel the Venus retrograde thing. It's just not the right time to be like aggressive. It's not the time to be like going after something. It's about working on yourself and healing so that you, once once Venus retrograde is over, you can call this person back into your life, or call in a new person if you're not with someone. But right now is not the right time. So kind of like group 1, when I'm talking about June, July, and August, June right now is not the right time to be like going out there and trying to find someone, or like, let's work on this right now. Let's give it a minute, like chill out, because you're going to be working on that stuff in July. You're going to have the strength and the compassion to overcome the relationship difficulties, or if you're trying to meet someone new, that is the point where you're supposed to be calling in your soulmate, not June. So I'm just trying to, put this all together for you. So you got to get a sense of the timing a little bit. So here's some advice. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So if you are, here in June and your relationship's not going well, you guys broke up, or you just have no one and you're super single, try to give thanks for the blessings that are coming, because you know that it's coming. It's just a matter of time. So just try to be in a space of gratitude and know that the blessings are coming for you, even if they're not here yet. Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. Yeah, this is like true love, 10 of Cups, sacred union. It doesn't get any better than this, people. Detach and move on. How does that fit in here? I feel like, so if you are, in this space where you're going to give it a chance, you're going to give the relationship a chance. And if you do the healing and forgiveness, the divine is saying the relationships will improve. If you happen to not heal it, if you happen to not work on yourself and do the forgiveness, you're going to have to detach and move on. And you can call in someone else and like move towards this true love if it's not this person that you're currently with. So it's going to be two different scenarios, I kind of feel, with people. So if you are with someone or you recently broke up, I would definitely give it till July, give it a chance, try to work on stuff. And if it doesn't work out like in July, then detach and move on, because you need to move towards this true love. And that's one of the ways that you're going to be able to do that. Surrender. I can release my need to control. This is important. You have to be able to, this is definitely like pile number 1 as well. You can't control everything. And believe me, I've tried. So sometimes it's good to let go. Surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you're cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. And Louise Hay always said, all is well in my world. So yeah, if you are like, you've lost this relationship, you've broken up with this person, and you're freaking out because you are not wanting that to change. You want this person in your life. You don't want them to leave. It can be you feel very strongly. Sometimes you want to control it. Like, oh, I'm going to call them. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And this is saying this is not what to do right now. It's to kind of hold back and have faith that everything is going to work out for your best and highest good. It's hard. That's a hard lesson. That's a hard message to get. The heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. So yeah, this is really, I think you do need to take a step back and look at your own issues, look at your own behavior, and really recognize what is going on here. Why did this relationship go wrong? You were part of it. Even if this person like did something horrible or acted a certain way, you participated in it, okay? You brought this person into your life for some reason, and either you were not paying attention to the red flags, or you just refused to see something, or you let them treat you badly. I don't know everyone's individual story, but please recognize your own role in the healing of it, the healing of yourself, because that's going to be key to making this work. The forgiveness is going to be huge. The forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of others, forgiveness for your partner. If you can really get to the heart of the matter, I really feel like you're going to see this 10 of Cups true love success if you do the work and focus on, the things that need to be fixed. Because I really feel like this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful relationship that's just going to keep going on and on through the fall, through the winter, and definitely the relationship will improve, but you have to like dig deep and figure out what the issues are and how you contributed to it and how you're gonna do better, in the future. So thank you so much for watching. I am so grateful to help people find love and provide relationship guidance. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to comment below if you have any ideas for future pick a card readings, or just tell me how this fits in your current situation. When you leave a comment, it helps me pick up on your energy for the next time I do a reading. If you didn't resonate with this reading, please check out a different pile or one of my other pick a card videos or another gifted reader on YouTube. There's a ton of them that I enjoy watching. If you enjoy card of the day readings, you can check out my Instagram at jenniferlove.me and my Facebook at I am Jennifer Love. For time to time, I will do free live readings on Facebook. So I usually publicize those in advance. So if you follow me on Facebook, you'll find out about that. I'm also planning to do lives on YouTube to provide readings as well. So if you want to be a part of that, hit the notification bell. I love to do readings for you. If you would like a personal reading, you can always visit jenniferlove.me. All of my services are listed there with the descriptions and the pricing, as well as my calendar. You can book an appointment online. And yeah, I really appreciate you being here. Know that you always have a choice between love and fear, and choose love. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, pile 3. Last but not least, this is the green dice with the numbers all over it. So this is your summer love forecast. So when I was pulling the cards, I did ask for the information to be divided June, July, August. So sometimes I will be referencing the certain months in the summer, and sometimes I will just, talk about what's going on as a whole. So let's see what the overall theme is for you. Meditation. Okay. So yeah, you might need to kind of get out of your head, try to stop like racing thoughts. And if you've been really stressed out about your love life, it could be just a sign to take a step back and kind of focus on you. Intimacy. So intimacy could be an issue in your relationships, or just something you're really longing for, which you haven't had. Keep an open mind. Forgiving and learning. Pay attention to the red flags. Okay. So if you've struggled with intimacy, either you've been coming across people who are emotionally unavailable, or you find it difficult to get close to someone emotionally when you're attracted to them or in a relationship with them, this is kind of trying to tell you, you need to, think about that, and before you go into your next relationship, try to forgive yourself for any mistakes you may have thought you've made. Try to learn from your past experiences so you can experience more true intimacy. And also, if you do meet someone in June, you need to keep an open mind, because this person might be very different from your type or the person that you're used to dating. If you're used to anyway, if you have a type, this person may not be the normal type, but it definitely won't be like you're not attracted to them or anything. It's going to be, obvious. So Page of Cups for June, and then we have Ace of Swords for July, and we have Page of Wands for August. Okay, so I'm really feeling that you will have somebody in your midst, in your circle, in your environment that is a love interest. And you do have to keep an open mind about when you meet this person, because they might be not your type, very different, but they're definitely coming forward with a love offering. So that's really excited for June. So look for that, and we'll go into it more, like where you're going to meet this person, what this person might look like, all that kind of stuff. And then in July, you're going to have some kind of emotional breakthrough, and that's really for yourself. It's really not having to do with this person. I mean, this person might have brought it out in you, but I kind of feel if you've had issues with intimacy, this is going to propel you towards the learning that you've been just on the edge of awareness of, but now you're gonna break through and figure it out. So, I mean, we all have things to work on. This is not a personal attack. I am constantly trying to dig up my old beliefs about how relationships were supposed to be, and try to, have a more open mind, try to work on my own childhood issues. And so I feel like you are going to have a big breakthrough in regards to love and relationships and how you interact with people in July. And then in August, there will be more communication. There will be kind of an excitement around this new person, but it's also cautionary to pay attention to the red flags. So I keep a dating journal, and every date that I go on, I write about it. And so, of course, there's people that I've been on one date with, right? Didn't go anywhere, but I still write about it, because I'm writing what I liked about the person, what I didn't like about the person, what I felt were maybe some red flags on a first date, things that we talked about or things that he revealed to me. I write them down, because I never want to be 3 months into it and go, wow, why didn't I see that before? Or did I miss that? Or no, you usually don't miss anything. You usually just not paying attention, and you don't remember it. You don't write it down. So I've found that's really helpful for me, is to write it down. Oh, he talked about his ex a lot. That could be an issue, right? And then 3 months down the road, he's still talking about his ex, and you figured it out on the first date. Okay. But that's what, that's a red flag, right? Just because they talk about their ex one time, probably not an issue. But if it's constantly coming up, yeah, this ex is going to always, and it doesn't mean he's talking about his ex in a romantic way. He could hate the bitch, but it's going to be an issue in your relationship if he can't let it go. So those are the kind of red flags that can come up on a first date that, it's not a big deal in the moment. Because some people some people talk about their past dating experiences or past relationship kind of like in a joking way, like, oh my god, you won't believe what this person did to me, what a train wreck, da da da. So people try to bring it up like in casual conversation, which, you know, is fine and normal, but I'm talking about like repetitive, like, that's what a red flag is, by the way. A red flag is just a behavior that could cause concern if it, you know, it gets worse or if it continues. Okay, so the fact that, like, let's say someone is late on the first date. Okay, I think 15 minutes late, not that big of a deal, because that could have been like there was a car accident, or you know, spilled something on your shirt and you had to change, or like there's always like something that's going to make you, it could make you a little bit late. But if your date is extremely late, or they like call and reschedule like 50 times before you even see each other the first time, like, that's a red flag. Like, obviously dating is not a priority to this person. I am not a priority to this person, or they're just flaky and this is how they behave in every area of their life and you're no exception. So any of those things I do not want. I don't want someone not respecting me. I don't want someone who's flaky, and I don't want someone who doesn't take dating that seriously. So examples of red flags, I'm just trying to, you know, say red flag doesn't mean dump this person immediately. It means pay attention, because this could be an issue that is going to happen in the future or gets worse in the future. And so your angels are trying to tell you it's about communication. So there's something about this person's communication that is going to set up a red flag for you. And I just want you to be aware of it. I mean, I can think of a lot of examples, but the one that's coming to me right now is that when talk or texting gets sexual very quickly, and it too quickly for your comfort level, or too quickly to have any context in a relationship that's trying to be serious. So obviously, if you're looking for, you know, just someone to hang out with, or if you're looking for friends with benefits and, you know, you don't want the committed long-term thing, there's nothing wrong with getting sexual really quickly. If you both know that that's what you're going for, you really want to have sex with this person, then that's fine. Like, there's nothing red flag about that if that's what you've agreed to, if that's what you're looking for. I'm talking about the people that want a monogamous long-term relationship, and someone starts texting you, what are you wearing, on like the third day. That's a little bit like, ew, like, why? That's kind of like a turn into the sexual, you know. So yeah, just pay attention to those kind of things. And I really do feel it gets around sex and your comfort level with sex, and how this person is going to respect you or not respect you in that manner. And it could be that this person doesn't talk about sex at all, and that's also a red flag if that is important to you. Okay, let's go on. Memories, seeing clearly, the long haul. Here's meditate. Again, you can't make this stuff up, people. Your guides are really telling you, your angels and guides are really telling you that meditation needs to be a part of your life. So if you find meditation difficult, please start with guided meditation. There's so many free ones on YouTube that you can just listen to. You don't have to watch it, just listen. And then also Spotify has guided meditations, and Apple Music has guided meditations. Actually, the ones by Deepak Chopra I really enjoy on iTunes. But try to meditate. It's really hard to do it at first, and it does get easier. I actually prefer guided meditation because it gives me words to concentrate on, that it clears out the thoughts of my own in my head that I'm trying to like get off the hamster wheel in my brain. Meditation. Okay, so this person I do feel like will be in it for the long haul. This person does, want something committed with you, but you do have to work on your intimacy issues or whatever issues you have, as well as try to shape your communications around sex so it makes you feel more comfortable. And everybody has a different standard, so I can't really speak to what is acceptable, what is not, but if it makes you uncomfortable, you need to have boundaries around that and tell this person that, I don't really want to go there, or I don't want to talk about this yet, or I don't feel like I know you well enough. Anything, whatever your boundary is, please enforce it, because I do feel like this person will have more respect for you if you own up to your discomfort rather than like try to pretend it didn't happen, or like play into it. Even worse, like just let this person run roughshod over your boundaries. Something about this person may remind you of someone from your past, which is kind of interesting. I think you will see this person and then compare them to your past person, and it will really help you. Okay, now I'm getting like my throat chakra activated, so I kind of feel like there's definitely something around communication here. But going back to the memories and seeing clearly, I feel like, so your new person might remind you of the past person, but then you'll also see more clearly what about the relationship in the past was not healthy, or didn't meet your needs or violated your boundaries. So it's just kind of like the memory of whatever that person brings up for you. I don't know if it's their hairstyle, and then you start thinking about that time you had a fight at the hair salon, or like whatever. Something about your new person will trigger a memory about your old person, and you'll realize how much you've grown since that relationship or situation. So it's actually kind of like a blessing. Now I want to talk about where you might meet this person. So there's adoption. So I'm kind of feeling like you might adopt a pet, or a friend gives you a pet and then there happens to be someone there, something like that. You go to the pet store for your new adopted pet and you meet somebody there. Video. So you might have the opportunity to be in a video. Your person might be a video producer or make music videos, or a YouTuber like who creates content. Or you have like an opportunity. Did I say opportunity to be in a video? Yeah, you have an opportunity to be in someone's video, and then someone sees that video and is interested in you. Because there's like so many different ways to meet people. Christmas, I feel like you will be in this long haul, which means a commitment. You'll be in a commitment by Christmas. Planning. So you might meet this person through work, school, an event, a birthday party, a surprise party, a trip over the holidays, which to summer is the 4th of July, or any kind of vacation that you go on could also be somewhere you meet this person. So those are possibilities, certainly not the end all be all. Oh my gosh, this person is drop dead gorgeous. Wow. Like, so keep an open mind. Just because they're gorgeous doesn't mean they're an awesome person or an asshole. You have to judge them based on them, not their outward appearance. So sometimes people see a gorgeous person and assume, wow, they're amazing, they've got it all going on. And then you get to know them and their personality is just like, ew, right? But then other times you meet a gorgeous person and you automatically think, well, they're not going to be interested in me, they're way too good looking. Or wow, that guy is so good looking, he must be an asshole. which is sometimes the case, but not always. So try to keep an open mind when you meet someone who's freaking gorgeous, because they could be into you too. And this person may or may not have blonde hair, highlights, something like that, light hair, not doesn't have to be, but I'm just saying, if you see a gorgeous blonde movie star, then pay attention. So let's talk about the messages from this person. Someone is triggering me. I feel you. I need you. I'm embracing my power. I'm praying to God. So your person might be spiritual or religious, which is interesting, but not necessarily like means something to you one way or the other. You might be looking for someone who's your particular religion, or you might be looking for someone who's spiritual, or you might be looking for someone who isn't, if you don't believe in certain things. And so again, keep an open mind. Just because this person practices a particular religion doesn't mean they won't also be open to respecting your own beliefs and spiritual practices. This person is really embracing their power right now, so they may come off very confident. They may come off very high self-esteem, and that, so some people, that could be a turn off too. Like, oh, you're overconfident. What's wrong? Like, you must be a douche, They do feel like someone is triggering them, and that someone could be you. So, a lot of soulmate relationships are very triggering because it's supposed to help us learn and grow. So if you do feel like, oh my gosh, everything I say triggers this person, we're obviously not right for each other, then just keep an open mind, because maybe you are soulmates and you're supposed to be triggering each other to learn and grow. This person could be very empathic or a water sign, because it says, I feel you. And so to me, being clairsentient, feeling is a big deal for me. And if I feel a lot of people, but if I feel someone especially, then I'm more interested, because I can actually feel their emotion really deeply. But other signs that I see here, obviously there's water, there's air, and fire. So obviously any of those signs, but I'm actually feeling water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio a little bit more, but could be Aries, Leo, Sag, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, any of those signs. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. I know I hurt you. I never intended to. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling like that triggering thing. This person might trigger you, and they're not doing it to be mean or to try to hurt you. Triggers are from our own childhood issues. So there might be something that you need to meditate upon, forgive, and heal. I don't want to keep hurting you. So this person recognizes that they've hurt your feelings in some way, and they don't want to keep doing it. So I'm not, if you can't work through your triggers, this may not work out for you guys. But if you can work with this person and try to understand why you got triggered and how this person can help you not repeat that, then you could be in it for the long haul. But I definitely feel like there's some work to be done here, and if it doesn't happen, then this relationship will not last, because this person recognizes that they trigger you and they don't want to keep doing it. So for them, it's better to exit and pull back than continue to keep hurting you because they care. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. That's so funny, because pile 1 was like, June is a period of waiting. Pile 2, same thing. Just wait. Stop trying to control things. And now you're getting the same message. Wait, don't rush. Allow nature to take its course. I really feel this is a June message as well, because you're supposed to be keeping an open mind. In July, you're supposed to be forgiving and learning. And then I feel like at least by August, you will meet someone. It might be a little bit later. than the other piles that I've, talked about today. But you definitely want something that, you have learned and grown and reached this point where you're ready for this person. Because if you meet them too soon, it's just going to blow up and nothing's going to take off anyway. So you might as well, wait and do the work. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Yes, you absolutely do. And I feel like paying attention to the red flags is going to be super important to know when you're supposed to walk away, because obviously if it's a big deal, then it's not something you can work with, and you're going to have to be able to know what's right for you and your boundaries and be able to walk away. Excuse me. So yeah, there's a lot of free will at play here, obviously. There's going to be people who work on their stuff and get to the commitment, and there's going to be people who get triggered and it blows up, and then there's going to be people who get to this big communication and there's just going to be too many red flags and they're going to just have to walk away. So there's a lot of different ways this could play out. Obviously, I'm just trying to give you the heads up of the different kinds of paths that I'm seeing, but obviously I can't tell you personally like how it's going to work out for you. But yeah, those are some of the things that are coming up. Free will is definitely at play here. Yeah, always free will is at play, but I guess especially in your summer love prediction, there's going to be a lot of free will here. So yeah, like I said, working on your stuff, you could do it, you could not. Keeping an open mind, you might not. Pay attention to the red flags, you might not. So, there are definitely a lot of choices here. There's a lot of free will about how you're going to handle all of this stuff. But if you do handle it correctly, you'll end up in the commitment. If you don't, then obviously that's not going to happen. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with awareness, the insight of awareness. So I do feel like you could be in denial about, I don't have anything to forgive. I don't have intimacy issues. I don't have trouble with boundaries. I don't have trigger. Like if you're in denial about any of those things, that's a problem. That's something you need to work on, because everybody has their issues. It's just figuring out what they are and how you adapt your behavior to try to overcome that to be in a relationship. But if you can acknowledge your fear and replace it with awareness and have this Eight of Swords breakthrough insight, then you're going to be in a much better place come Christmas. Surrender your stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you welcome back to your center. So if you have been feeling very stressed, I do feel like the message is to move your body and exercise to help you let the stress go. Meditation will certainly help, but I'm really feeling strongly with this. It's about exercise. So if you've been kind of neglecting your exercise routine, I suggest you get back to it, or at least substitute something. If you're like someone who loved to go to the gym and now the gyms are all closed, you have to find something to replace that so you can't miss that opportunity to move your body and release the stress. Otherwise it just kind of stays stuck in you. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So yes, be careful in the communication that you're having with this person, especially Mercury retrograde is June 18th to July the 12th. So it kind of spans over this period. And it's just life that not everything we say comes from a loving place. We try to speak in a loving way, and I know I try, but sometimes I fail. Sometimes I just am thinking about myself, or my ego gets in the way, and I just don't come from a place of love. I come from a place of being defensive. I come from a place of fear. I come from a place of anger. And if you can really try to make everything that comes out of your mouth or texting or whatever, loving, it can really change your life. It can change the lives of everyone you communicate with. So speaking the language of love is going to be particularly important to you this summer, because you will be triggered. You will get hurt. You will have opportunities to forgive, opportunities to learn. You will have intimacy stuff that comes up. So just try to remember when all of these things happen to speak the language of love. And so you can, move forward instead of break up, or instead of letting go, or, So yeah, that feels good. I know there's a lot of multiple stories going on here. That's just how it is. I didn't get like one cohesive thing, but that happens because I'm just reading energy, the different people who picked this. And so definitely, like, your free will is going to have a lot to do with this. If you choose to like do the work, if you choose to work on your triggers, if you choose to keep an open mind, if you pay attention to the red flags or not, like, all of these things are going to change the outcome of this. So I wish you the best of luck with it. It does look like, you could be in something by Christmas if you desire it and want to work towards that. So thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful to everybody who watches all of these videos, and I love to provide relationship guidance to you guys. If this video resonated with you, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to comment below for any future questions you'd like to see for pick a card readings, or just tell me how this fits into your life or your situation. Leaving a comment helps me pick up on your energy and tell your story next time. If you didn't resonate with this reading, that's fine. You can check out a different pile. You can check out one of my other videos. I have a lot of pick a card readings up on my channel. And you can also check out another reader on YouTube. If I'm just not your style, this is not your reading, go explore and find. There's so many wonderfully gifted readers here on YouTube. If you like card of the day readings, you can check out my Instagram at jenniferlove.me, and my Facebook page is at I am Jennifer Love. I do Facebook Live personal readings at times. Sometimes they're planned, sometimes they're not. Sometimes I do collaborations with other people. So if you want to find out about that, you definitely follow me on Facebook. You could follow me on Instagram. There's also a Mariposa Wisdom Instagram at Mariposa Wisdom to be notified about new videos. If you want to be participating in the lives on YouTube where I'm doing personal readings, definitely hit the notification bell, because I may not always know when I can get on, and it might be very impromptu, and if you don't get notified, you're just never going to find out about it till it's over. Cool. I really love to do readings for you. If you would like a personal reading, you can check out my websites, jenniferlove.me. All of my services are listed there, as well as descriptions and the pricing. And my schedule is online, so you can book an appointment right there. Please know that you always have a choice between love and fear, and choose love. I'll see you next time. Bye.